Hey guys, welcome to the video. Thanks for joining. I have some quiet time here by myself today. The husband I have four boys, so he took three of them out to go to his grandma's and do some stuff there. So I have our little one who's 11 months old and he's napping right now, so I decided to try and knock some videos out. So if you see videos with the shirt on, I'm just gonna be honest. They're all made in one day. So, all right. So thank you for joining. And today we will be discussing homeschooling with toddlers for right now. So if you're not familiar with my channel or my life or anything, I have four boys and they are 13. Fun years. We're new at that, so that's a whole story and another video in itself. He's 13 and there's Luke who is 10. Or is he 11? Maybe 11. Anyway, and then there's Joshua who's 3 and Benjamin who is 11 months old. And then there's Cody right here is our St. Bernard. Can you get up? They want to see you? Can they get up? He loves attention too. He's probably just like one of them. He definitely loves to be on your lap, even though he's ginormous. He's not even a year old, but he's really big. He's probably 150 pounds. And he's definitely growing and eating a lot. So, along with the other boys. So I have four boys, been married for 10 years, and we homeschool. We tried public school with my oldest, I think only through kindergarten, but that's a whole nother video also in itself why we chose to homeschool. So if you have those questions, you can comment below and I will be glad to answer them, make another video for you. So today we'll just be discussing how I homeschool with the little ones, the toddlers, the 3-year-old and the 11-month-old. Definitely easy. And so today we'll be discussing what a good day looks like, what a perfect homeschool day looks like. And keep in mind, about 80% of the time, it's not a perfect homeschool day. So what we'll be discussing is like my goal for the day, what my schedule of homeschooling looks like, and it just doesn't always work that way because this is real life, guys. So anyway. So I wake up around 6 o'clock, or I try to. There's definitely days where I just can't do it, you know. My 11-month-old still does not sleep through the night. He only gets up once, and it's really easy. I give him a bottle, and he goes back to bed, you know. And then my 3-year-old, we had him potty trained by the time the baby had gotten here. So he still has to get up in the middle of the night, or sometimes he'll wake up and he's wet. So to avoid that, sorry, if it's not kids, it's dogs. So anyway, so when the baby wakes up to eat his bottle, I get up and get the 3-year-old up and make him go to the bathroom or whatever. Even if the baby has to sleeps through the night by fluke or whatever, which he does, which is awesome, I still have to get up to get the 3-year-old to the bathroom. Now, definitely days where I'm just like, I just want to sleep in, and the baby's been sleeping all night. So there are times I wake up and I just like, we'll just hope for a good morning, and I go back to bed. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So definitely real days I get up and wake him up, and we're up once in the middle of the night. So that's why I'm trying to get up at 6 every morning. I usually am very successful, but it doesn't always happen as planned. As you know, that's life. And I'll try to get my husband up and come and join me, and we do prayer time and worship time. If he doesn't want to, that's his deal. And so that's usually happens about 6 to 7 o'clock. And if you have questions on that, just comment below at any time. Comment below. We can make more videos. So 7:30, Joshua, the 3-year-old, usually wakes up, and he likes to have a cup of milk and just sit and be cuddled and watch cartoons. So usually that's fine with me. I don't mind cuddling and just relaxing. It's like, all right, we have a downtime moment before the chaos starts. So I usually hold him on the couch and cuddle him and watch his cartoons until about 7:30ish. Then he starts wiggling around and moving more. And about 8 o'clock, the little one wakes up, Benny. He's 11 months old, and he at about 8 or 8:30 he wakes up. He's such a sleeper. He just loves to sleep. And maybe that's why he doesn't sleep throughout the night. He still takes 3 naps. 2 mostly, but if he gets up really early, it has to be 3 naps. He stays up for 2 hours at a time, sleeps for about 2 hours at a time, and I just can't get him to stay up longer. He's just crabby, and he's like a bear, so I'm like, yeah, go to sleep. So he'll get up about 8:30, and he has a bottle and diaper change right away, and he'll sit in his chair, and we put on Baby Einstein for him. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but it's the only show that he loves and will just capture his attention, and he'll just not move. So he'll sit there for a minute and wake up and have his bottle, and I'll change his diaper. And then 9 o'clock, actually the boys, the 2 older boys, wake up between 7:30 and 8:30. If they've had a late night for some reason or whatever, they could possibly sleep till 9 or 9:30. I usually don't let that happen because I like to get school started at 9. But if I'm having a rough morning and I need the time, I just let them sleep, and we start when we start. That's the joy of homeschooling. So the boys usually have tablet time from 8 to 9 if they're up in time. If they don't make it up before 9, they can't have tablet time. So that's probably why they choose to try to get up. So they can have tablets from 8 to 9, and then our school starts. So Luke is the one that needs my attention a lot. He is a little, I just go at his pace. We do what we can. Otherwise, he'll have major meltdowns. So no kid is the same. None of them have been the same. Luke he's not a school person at all. He wants to be like hands-on, having fun, ecstatic every single day. And if you're not doing that, then it's just not fun. Sorry, that's the dog trying to get his bone. So he has to be like hanging from chandeliers every day for it to be like an awesome, good day. And the same with his learning. That's what his learning has to be. And that's hard to do when you have, toddlers and everyone else. It's like, we have to hit it and pay attention and focus for math and English and reading and stuff like that. So sorry, it's not going to be off the chain, happy, exciting, fun. I'm not sure if any kid has that where school was just extravagant every day. So anyway, that's Luke and his personality. So I've just been going with the flow, going along with his reading level, and just chugging along and letting him read at his own pace and learn, and teaching him all of that stuff. He's great at math, just struggles in reading and stuff, but this year has been awesome. He's reading books on his own, he's reading his Bible on his own, so he's definitely coming along, and things are coming together with that. It just took him a while, which is fine with me. That's one of the benefits of homeschooling, is that you get to identify the things that they struggle in, the things that they are excelling at, and you just go with them. Whereas, anyway, so Luke will get started at 9 o'clock with his stuff that he can work on himself. Usually it's his math, sometimes it's his spelling worksheet and stuff like that. Or he'll start his chores, whatever he can do by himself till I'm available. Each kid has a zone, we call it, so they're responsible for that zone, for cleaning it. They're required to do that once a day. Usually when I call it, they do it, but they can definitely do it on their own whenever. So then about 9:30, actually while Luke is doing his work by himself, I'm getting the younger 2 something to eat for breakfast. Usually eggs, toast, cereal, something easy. I try ahead of time to make pancakes and put them in the freezer and have those ready to go, because really we don't have a lot of time to do breakfast with the toddlers. So from 9 to 9:30 usually is breakfast time. And then from 9:30 to 10, the kids just end up playing. Joshua and Benny will just find something to do and play. Sometimes Joshua will ask for different things to do. He likes to paint and stuff like that, so I'll get him set up with that. And then I will try to work with Luke a little bit, whether that's usually it's reading or his spelling and stuff like that. And then at 10 o'clock, Benny's ready to go down for a nap again, so I take him up. And stairs is when I take the time, and Joshua and Luke will both sit down together and we'll do our Bible. we have just a little book that we follow through every day for Bible, and they learn a new memory verse. So if they can recite the verse to me, not Joshua, but Luke pretty much, then he doesn't have to write it. If he can't recite it to me, then he has to write his verse. So we'll do to reading with Luke. So Joshua has to sit down for Bible, so then I give him a break and he's allowed to get up and go play or watch a show or do whatever he wants to do. And then I will do reading with Luke, where he reads to me and I also read to him some of the composition rules and just different things like that for English. And then we go into science, and Joshua will come back for science and join us, and we have a book we read, and usually something in there will stir up a question or a topic that we kind of further go into. So let's just say the other day the book was talking about different jobs and things that are out there, and so we got into watching how cars are assembled. So I was able to get online and find a video and let them see the assembly line of a car and how a car is made and different things. So that's usually what happens. If I find in any kind of subject that they have questions or they're wondering about a certain thing, even if it's off topic, I go with that. And it may derail school. It may be that we don't cover something of that day. That's okay to me. Because for me, I feel like if you have a question and you're interested in something, you learn so much more when you're interested in something. When you want to learn something, it's like you absorb it. So, and the same with adults, how many things that we are interested, we want to go to and learn more about. And I just feel like you learn better that way. So while we do like book work here and stuff like that, I'm looking and listening for those things, because that goes, I can go into discussing different learning things and stuff like that on homeschool if you have any questions. But so let's just say 10:30 that we started reading, and I read some to him and Luke reads to me, then we did our science. So about 11, and like I said, if it's really good, it could go to 11:30 ish, depending on how much more we go into depth with their questions and stuff. And I would say about noon, everything is wrapping up on a good day. Now, if we've had meltdowns in between and Luke doesn't want to do his homework or whatever, it can last longer. But I'm home, so we have time to deal with all the bumps in the roads during the day. And sometimes it's really good, and sometimes we're done by 10. Where that's awesome. We can actually like go out and have fun, or the kids can go play. I love to see them play. I love to see them play with each other. I love to see them get creative, pull things out. We have blocks, we have painting, we have all of this other stuff. So besides the normal wrestling, boys just love to wrestle. That's what they love to do. So besides what they usually go to, I love to see them create and be creative. But lots of times they do. That's what they love to do, is run and jump and wrestle and play hockey in the house and football in the house, and you name it, it's happened. But that's memories in itself. That's what they do. Summer I love. I can push them outside, but I can still do that in the winter, just not as much, and doesn't work always. So that's our homeschooling in a wrap. Hope you enjoyed it and you understood and have some questions. That's a good homeschool day. So